All right. Hey, Miss Lady. I heard you was talking about healing from relationship stuff. Are you still doing whatever you said in your relationships, right? And you talk. Hold up. She talking about healing. I want to tell y'all something. Healing comes from you have to let things go. We ain't gonna heal just by being apart. You gotta let go of places and things that no longer serve you. The most hardest thing we have to do is be bothered with the same economy that put you through the same thing. And it's not always family, it's businesses, it's businesses, it's jobs, it's those things can have a big effect on healing. You healing. I'm gonna tell you something. Healing have to come from within, but you have to let go of business. If you keep hanging around the same people, as this friend that coming in your ear telling you something, coworkers that don't want things to change. We live in a world where change is not happening. That's the number one thing that I had to realize in my situation. I can't be a part of a company that's racist, right? And like you're being a part of a society that wants their point of view with racism, but it's no change. I'm dealing with, I have to live with racial environment, right? And that hurts. That hurts to the point that we can't understand it. You hurt more when you walk up out your door and you go to a job and you go somewhere where it's hurting, where managers, businesses, that's where life hurts at. You're not willing, let me tell you, we all have a part to play in healing in America. But if we can't change the world and change the environment and change how people treat each other, how can we heal? I got a model women talk about women don't like men that's nice. All right. Other women think that's different from that. Just because one woman think that, do other women think? I had a woman told me, "Oh, you being too nice." Okay, but those things is where you're not able to see the bigger picture. Healing coming from when the world changed, and we have not got there yet. Where, hey, I'm doing good, my friend. How are you? We have not got there yet where everybody cares in the world change. The thing is, we so much care what people think of us in these business, and we need approval. Let me tell you something. When God was on this earth, God had sight. You think they didn't get on God when he had clothes, the clothes he had on? Hello? All right. They had clothes on there. They had clothes. They had everything. They had all of those things on there, right? So the society, if they had, people got to be willing to change. But you can't do that when you can't open your spirit. I say I want a relationship when two spiritual sides are open. The binds are open because I don't care where I'm at. That bind can never be broken because I see the spiritual connection. That bind can never be broken in the spiritual world. That means I should have trust, and my woman should have trust. That means if I see somebody's spirit and a woman trying to seduce me, I'm not gonna break that. I'm not gonna come between that. I'm not gonna come between that, man. That means that's my that's my lady. I see the spiritual side. Ain't no lust, ain't no hurt. I can take the pain of what I've been through. Ain't no none of that. I know not to cross that line, even if I'm in pain. You know what I'm saying? We need to learn how to heal ourselves. But if we keep going back to the same business and the same companies, and we're not allowed to address it, how can we understand it? And like, how can we understand it? Healing is not nothing. It's not considered nothing. But with the one thing, we gotta wake up every day and we have to deal with that in the outside world. It just don't happen in the inside. It happen in the outside world. That's where it happens at. It happens in the outside world. How can we understand that and help it in the outside world? Get money out the way. Hubert Junior, Sellers, Hubert F. Baby Legend. Go to my TikTok at Hubert HUBRTS31. Go to Lil Mirza Catholic, Lil Diamond LIL, Mirza Catholic 123. But I'm telling you right now, guys, those are the things that we talk about. Healing comes from within. Let me tell you, a man. I'm gonna tell you something. I want to talk about a person gonna sit in gay, but they think they're gay, but they don't want to heal the wounds inside of them. You thinking that to hide your trauma. You just it's a fiction. You're not really, you don't want to deal with it, and that's just the way to hide from it, to not address it. People will hide behind shadows, hide behind things that really get to the root of the problem or what they need to talk about. And I'm sorry to talk about that topic because if you don't wake up, how can you heal? If you don't say what's on your mind and doing all of this, how can we understand it? Let me tell you something. When I was in Clinton County and everybody was in Atlanta, said, Hubert, you don't tell that Hubert just wants some time to himself. That time I had right there, it really got my head together. It really got my head together. That time that I was in Clinton County, Atlanta, it really had me thinking like I put too much of my time into businesses that took me for granted and didn't realize my worth. I stood in front of that judge, and that judge told me, "Oh, you calling down with that rage." I had passion, and it wanted to be unleashed. It's not rage, and it like in my heart is passion, and it want to be unleashed. He said that for me. It want to be unleashed. And when you have passion, how can we unexplain that? We're recognizing stuff that, one of the things people try to make me forget a memory. Oh, that's past. No, you got those memories because those memories can keep you going. And those are the things we have to understand what we can do more of the important things, right? Like I'm actually trying to plan between next year, this year, a spiritual guard retreat, a spiritual retreat where we go to Bahamas, everybody sit there and somebody read the Bible to us and music being played, and we enjoyed it. We enjoy it. This spiritual retreat with God, we outside, we breathe in and out, and somebody read a Bible verse to us and sing. In the crowd, this can be the biggest Bible verse for relaxing the mind and enjoyment. This retreat is so much with it. And this is something I want, if I can probably just do it, I had to look on spiritual retreats. But I want this to be a spiritual guard retreat. And let's be on the land where everybody just enjoy themselves and we preach the word of God. But we sit there, when you sit down outside after you get out of the pool and catch a tan, it can just be like that in the music playing while you sit down and those things. And God just playing, you breathe it in and out, and the music people playing. That can be the greatest things that we can do. That we can do. That can be the greatest thing that we can do, actually, right? So we have to understand those things. We breathe it in and out. We have it, and that's what I do when I go outside. I breathe in and out sometimes. I'm not always just talking, but I listen to the wild. I was in the Boy Scouts when I was a little kid, so it's not that hard for me to understand. But you need peace and harmony and all of those things where you need it at. Let the universe be your guide. Stop depending on a job and people, places going to hurt you, and they not no changing it. I'm gonna tell you the most thing I hated when I was a little kid. They put me when I got admitted to the hospital when I was a little kid. They put me in there with other kids, and they didn't let my family come in there and talk to the doctor and have the sessions. And that can ruin things because you're trying to go binds with other teenagers, but the parents are not handling the issues at home. And that's one of the things I didn't like about the hospital in New Orleans. Why all of a sudden my name is Hubert? How about you, Hubert Sellers? 7, 8, or 9, or 10. You want to put people in there with other kids in the hospital with other kids. And I'm gonna tell you this story. This actually happened. I asked them what made me get admitted to the hospital when I was a kid and I got on whatever that is. Um, I felt like I was going to, I felt like, and I never told that story to anybody. I haven't even told it to my friends and the people I've been around. This is my family and all that. And I felt like I was dead in the shower. This is a true story. This is why I got on disability and other reasons I couldn't start talking and all of those things. So that was a very crucial moment because I felt like my brothers and people get more attention than me. So it was an isolated situation, but I was like, I didn't want to hurt myself. I didn't really take it that far. I didn't really take it that far. But the understanding of those things matters the most. I had a talk with a friendship. I told Ricky, hey Rick, if we wouldn't have let other people get in our friendship, me, you, and Mirza would be still hanging out. We started to let other people in. And the script me using the script when we started to let me, you, Rick, and Sabina started to let people in, it started to break those things, unbend those things. But we have to understand what it is at the end of the day. Don't put healing into something where society plays a part into it, and people might don't want to address it. That's the biggest the problem where healing comes at. The society don't want to address it. So if we talking about healing, that's what it is. You have to understand what the concept of it. But society plays a big part of it, right? Because people want to outcast and do the things that you want to do and do those things and have that affection on you. Go outside and see what you want to change by yourself. I remember I used to be with my I tried to play with my son. I used to do it with mirrors in them. We used to in Carrollton, Texas. We used to play curves. That was the most funnest thing. Go back and watch a little TV show. Curve. You throw the ball on the curve. You don't have those as teens. We used to do that a lot in Carrollton, Texas. Play curves. People have forgot how to be a kid. They forgot how to have fun and be a kid again. Just because you're a grown up don't mean you're not still a kid. You just mature. You have to still how to learn how to have fun and handle your business. Right? I'm a DFW fan, and it brought me back to my childhood. My son told me, Hubert, you're not a DW fan. You're not your sure. I say, son, I'm not. I'm is a DW. You wasn't even here. Like he really don't know that I'm a DFW fan. Hey, what a wonderful day, DW and busting them, and he didn't want to do that. But those things is expecting how you do things. Healing comes from when you go sit out there and watch and read a book by yourself. I go to books and novel. Go to Twilight. I love books and novel. Go read a book by yourself. Go do all of these things by yourself sometimes. Go sit at Starbucks. With each other. One thing me and Greg say, Hubert. He just said, Hubert, I really want to go out and do this. We drink a coffee. We in the break room at Walmart. He said, Hubert, we got to do this. Now go help. Come and help me with this truck. He get his coffee, have a little sandwich. Sometimes we don't feel like doing it all the time. But we get out, yes, we can. We get out there and do it. Everybody think that I'm exit out. No, I exit myself out. You know why I exit myself out? Because nobody see what I see. Nobody see the vision that I see. There's a song by Yo Gotti and a dude. I ain't putting it. Because you don't see what I see. And you got to learn how to take a step back in the world and see with your spirit, your eyes. And you got to learn how to do it. Let's stop talking to everyone that this. Let's go outside and do this the way. You're not judging people, but you need to go walk outside by yourself. Tell them I don't want no calls. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to do none of it. But I need to go see you out there in the world and go talk out there in the world. You need to go talk out there in the world. Go outside by yourself for the day. The most important thing, people used to see me run. And I used to go, when I have so much energy in that deli, I'm going to tell you one of these things. I would go in the back room by automotives and do suicides and do jumping jacks. And everybody in the automotives want to race me. And I'd be like, hold up. And want to race me. But also I go over this little hill, got this thing, a little hill on Marshall, Frankfurt. And it got this little hill over there. I put my jacket down. Oh man, put a little music on that I like that's really gonna jam to something that's good. And I just stay up there and listen to the highway, the cars, and watch the wind blow. You can even actually, it got a little hill, and I'll just breathe in and out in the back. Get over that little thing, got a little hill, it's big, and the world is not by, but I'll just sit there, lay my vest down, and sit over that little hill, and just You play some music and breathe in and out. Sometimes you need that. Get money, stop the way you live, baby. You would join the solitude. You need those things. One thing I want to tell my kid is, if you feel like you got to run away, I'm gonna get him a camp. You'll watch Home Alone, but I'm gonna give him a camping net, something he can camp with when he get a little older. That'd be the best thing for your kids, going back and doing a little camping thing. That'd be best thing for your kids. Give them a little camping thing, have them a little, thing. The most thing to heal, not to let people, because the world gonna be what the world is, but it's not gonna change. But you don't have to deny what's going on in the world. Just observe it. You just listen to it. So healing is coming from when you can breathe in and out. But let me tell you another thing: keeping a person in the hospital all day is not going to help. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna tell you what they doing healing. Someone you talking about healing and going to therapy, keeping them in there is not gonna help nothing. Where you from New Orleans? How about you? The techniques, the way they do it, you gonna always suffer for it. So can we go outside and heal ourselves? Go watch a book, read a book, watch a movie, do what we need to do. Watch your favorite shows. Get on your social media. Tell a person I don't want to talk about sex and anything. They're just talking about getting to know each other. Let your mind be the most important thing. Whoa, what the heck? You 54? Not my boy off of Friends. Hold up. No. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. What the hell? You don't want none of your like. Oh man. But that's what I want to do, a spiritual garden retreat. This is going to be something fun. But it's not going to be fun because it's going to be something that's good. Because planning this trip, is nobody not going to understand. You're going to need to plan it with a lot of people. And it's going to be fun. It don't have to be at a Bahamas. It's going to be at a nice, good place. Or somewhere you can relax at, like a beach. It could be, but it's something got to be something just good, that good air and good where people can feel the wind and feel things. And it's not always about outdoors. It's not always about indoors. I mean, and those things. So how can we understand those things? But healing will get you a lot for love. Hey, trust me, loving yourself. I'm gonna tell you one thing I did. I'm gonna get off topic. I'm working at 1216, and one day before I had my kid, this was before I had my son, because I've been in and out of relationships. And before I had my son, I go take pictures, and I want to go. I buy me like 20 outfits. I say I'm gonna have a special day for myself. I'm really gonna have a special day for myself. So yeah. So after I took the pictures and I go to the mall, Louisville, I go to Louisville Mall, and Louisville got a good mall, Louisville, Texas. They got a good film photo production. And she was able to change everything up like I wanted. She was able to do a good job in Louisville Mall. I think Jason, one of the mall things in there, where they filmed there. And one of the things, I go back after a couple of weeks and I go show it to everybody. Everybody just look at me. I love myself. Why not take a picture of myself? Why not take a picture of just loving yourself and enjoying yourself and look at yourself every morning and every day? The image that you hold of yourself, I mean, everything, right? The image. So we have to understand the image that we are holding of ourselves is meaning everything, that we love ourselves. You know, healing. I'm gonna tell you another thing. We can talk about traumatizing and talking about everything, but we have to know what we love to heal. We have to understand those things to heal. God gave me three dreams. And those dreams, to understand those things, that dream gave happiness, not fulfillment. You can take your dream, if you can't, let me tell you, the main thing a person is mostly in healing because he's, she or him hurt, that they can't be with that person or that person hurt him, or whatever the thing is. But God said, can I give you a dream? Can you turn that into power? Can you turn it into greatness? Leave the women alone. Can you turn that into greatness? Can you turn that into greatness? That's the most important thing. And God said, when you turn it into greatness and you manifest that, you will get what you want and understand it. The most important, yeah. So those are the things that can be the most important thing. So the thing is this: find what is. You know what love is? I understand what love. Love is when you can't hardly get up out of bed for somebody, and I deal with my heart drips. and you ache for somebody. Love is when that you love yourself, but have your twin flame, but you got many twin flames. You got many understandings in there. But this one is your truth, but you ache for somebody. I had to tell God when I hardly get up, God, can you help me get out? Can you help me move past this? Can you help me move past whatever I'm going through? The more you're not near people, the more the love get frustrated and hurt. But you have to get God. God have to tell you to keep going, right? I'm gonna tell you, me and Sabina, we used to hold each other in the cold. When her mom that didn't want us to be together. And we used to cover each other up. And God gave me that memory. He gave me something that nobody else didn't happen to. So those things have to understand what those things are for. When I was in that medical tank and that holding tank, it won't be for remember all the things that I've been through. And plus with Sabina, when we hold each other in the cold, that kept us that kept me going. That moment of that moment, even when they did that racist doctor did what he did in Dallas, Texas. You gotta let me tell you something. God said you have to let these people go. Not we're not talking about Sabina got nothing to do with this. I'm talking about the racism in the state of Texas and Governor Abbott. He is a God, this man and these black people got a problem. And nobody want to do with it. Nobody can deal with it. That's something that's never going to get dealt with. But let them do that. My parents, let me tell you something. I can always leave, but we got a kid get on here talking about your parents. No, go ahead with that. Because I can always leave and get my place. Racism holding me back. This one kid said, I'm sorry, uncle, this is not the change. Your parents told me. No, racism. Racism for community and society. Don't tell me parents are holding me back. This kid get on here. Racism holding me back. I'm like, I just hold up. You got the nerve to talk about that? No, 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 no. Racism holding me back. That is the way things is. My family don't got nothing to do but racism. Racism and business holding me back. You can't put a name on those things. You can't put a name on those things. Hey, but we just talking about it, and I'm like, this kid got the nerve to talk about something. You better stop because what we dealing with, we deal with a lot of people, a lot of misconduct going on. So I will see y'all later. Thank you for talking about this kind of life. Yeah. Hey.